I'm back. Just got some new cards in the mail today. Okay, I got two decks. Okay, from Sheen. Yes, Sheen, Temu. Okay, everybody sells Oracle or Tarot cards. Okay, even Walmart and Target. Just put that out there. Okay, now I wanted to use the nice, new, pretty, shiny deck. Okay, that's what I was getting ready for. And as I was getting ready here, sitting down, okay, my elbow hit and knocked this twin flames. What's the name of it? Twin flames. Okay, off the uh, off the thing here. Okay, I don't know. It just hit hard. Okay, so something told me, okay, maybe that's the deck you should use. So we're gonna give it a go because we're gonna give it a go anyway. We're gonna use the other one, okay, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm reading on. Okay, let's pick a subject. Diddy. Oh! Did he do it? Did he get sentenced? Okay. So we go. Will they cleanse the cards? Okay. Ooh. I got the fans blowing, so they blowing the timbers off. Okay, while I'm at it. Oh, sheesh. Here I go. I do it every time. Let me cleanse these while I'm at it. Oh, still gotta. Ooh, these are pretty. Now, these cards right here, they're pretty, they're nice, they're shiny, but, ooh, it's hard to shuffle them. They're real slippery, okay? You gotta be careful when you shuffle them. The whole deck fell on the floor every which way. I said, well, we got reversals, all kind of reversals on the floor there, because I'm not going to sit up there and go through them and straighten the deck out like it's brand new, okay? We just going to go with the flow. Okay, so now, right now it's going on, what's the day? Monday the 30th, tomorrow's the 1st, okay? And today is the first deliberation on the Diddy trial, okay? Of course, you can't get away without no drama. They didn't have to kick the juror out. Now, that's my daughter. Oh, okay. Oh, I had to make sure. It looked like my cards were backwards, but they're not. Okay. See how it says, okay, that could be a card, and then you turn around. Okay, so I was all confused. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it confuses me, the design. But anyway, okay, we're good. We're good. You know, make sure I'm not in La La Land. But anyway, okay, so, and I was doing some cards. So we were talking about the hung juror, okay, and I've been doing some cards even off camera, okay, and I've been getting something's up with that juror. I've been getting something up with the jury, okay, and the vibe I'm getting is with the jury, okay, everything's alleged, entertainment purposes, okay, this is just my opinion, my intuition, that some of them, I wouldn't say rap too tight, but some of them seem like, I don't know, it just seemed like there was arguing and disagreement within the jury. I was getting that. I was definitely getting that. Okay. So now that we have this juror who's been kicked out, and he might have been paid, okay, they saying they're saying somebody said it was a female, okay, maybe she was paid off and she okay, and she didn't feel like doing her job. Okay, she didn't feel like playing it off. Okay, she wanted to hurry up and go home. I don't know. Okay, she wasn't getting paid, so yeah. So I want to ask these cards, okay, can you give us a feel right now, because the vibes have changed, They got the juror off. They got them replaced. Okay, I don't know who they replaced them with. It's still I'm in California, Southern California, and it is 6. Is it 6? 5:24, almost 5:30 here. Okay, and we still got to give people a chance to upload their videos and stuff like that and eat or whatever they do, okay? The courthouse, leave the courthouse. Give the people time, okay? So, with that said and done, let's see what is going on with the jury, just in general. Now, I have this spread that I have myself, okay? I don't know if I created it. To me, I created it because it's the first time I've done it, but I just happened to do it. But I thought it was easy for me. So you can make up your own spread. You don't have to necessarily go by what's in the what they do here on YouTube or what they do on the cards. But if you haven't checked the back of your booklets on your cards, you may want to check it because they do have some spreads for the, for the deck that you are receiving. You don't have to go by it, but it's helpful. Okay, it's helpful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay 3 cards. There are going to be 3 cards in a row. Okay, this is my little thing now. Okay, and it works for me. Okay, and then I'll lay 3 more, okay? So that's 6. I'll read those, okay? And then I'll lay some more. Now, I'll tell you the rest of it, okay? We can bring these down here. Now, these cards, I can see, they have no reversal. They don't come with a guidebook, okay? But right now, they're all upright, okay? Now, we have Judgment, Awakening, okay? This is with the jurors, okay? With the jurors. We got Awakening, the 5 of Wands, okay? So that's some conflict going on. And then we have the 9 of Swords, okay? So there's some anxiety and depression, negativity. 6 of Pentacles, okay? We got generosity. We do have some support here, okay? Now, these cards may be good and bad, okay, mixed up here because, like I said, we're talking about the jury. So, the jury is made up of, I believe, 12 people, okay? So, just to give you an understanding, it may be radical, okay? We have the Emperor, Divine Masculine, okay? So we got somebody that's basically full of himself, okay? Well, we couldn't say it's upright, okay? So we have somebody that is how would you put it? That is independent, somebody that's sure of themselves, confident, somebody that's confident. Then we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So we have assertive and impatient, direct, daring, ambitious, and motivated, okay? So that's what we have, okay? So we definitely got something going on in the jury box, okay? So I am going to move these cards up so I can get now we have all that going on, okay? We have the Page of Swords, which is curious, witty, chatty, gossipy, okay? Charming and an idealist, determined, graceful, and what is that? Tactful and grateful, okay? Representing the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Cups, okay? And then we have the Fool. We have the freedom, the possibility, the adventure, okay? Now I'm going to move my cards up. The other cards, they had reverse and right up, okay? on all the cards so I can overlap them. This one doesn't have it, so I'm trying to be able to read them, okay? Then we have the Five of Cups, which is loss and grief, hiding and avoiding, okay? Lying, trickery with the Seven of Swords, okay? And then we have the Queen of Swords, okay? Honest and fair. So just like I said, we have different people in here, okay? We got some people in here on some trickery, some fool-la-la, okay? Then we have some people, you know, that come and they want to be honest and fair about the judgment that they are going to make, okay? Now, the thing about this is that I read them like this, okay? After I finish this, I like to read them going down. Okay, because reading them going down and one after another too, that seems to give me even more understanding as to what's going on with what I'm reading. Okay, so we got the Judgment, we got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the Page of Swords. Okay, and loss and grief, disappointment. And we have the Five of Wands, the Emperor. Oh, yeah. Look at all these men here. Well, not all. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 guys. Oh, I got more women. I got more women showing up. Okay. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah. Hiding. Somebody's hiding. Somebody's stealing. Could be stealing. Okay. Then we have this column right here, and that would be the Ten of Swords. So this is the sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, all that. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, assertive. We have the Fool, upright. All these cards are upright. Freedom, possibilities. Okay. Honest and fair. Okay. So what I'm getting from these cards as far as the jury is concerned is we have different feelings, okay, going on with this particular jury. And you know, when I do this cards, every time I do this card on the jury, I get all these mixed emotions, okay, mixed emotions, a lot of mixed emotions. There might be a so-called spy in the camp, okay, trying to get away with something. We have also some, there's a feelings of honesty. We got feelings of honesty. We get that energy. And, okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. We got the Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay. We got the Seven of Swords. Okay. We got the Page of Swords. So, you know, this is telling me that this juror is ready to get in there and do their job and go home. Okay, with all honesty, fairness, okay, and blah, blah, blah. They want to get this done, and they want to go on about their business, okay? Because all these swords, okay, they ready to get down to business, okay? The majority of them. There's also feelings of anxiety, okay, on having to do this judgment, okay, to be on this trial. Now, some trials, most trials are usually boring, they say. boring, okay? And a lot of people don't like to be on the jury, okay? And then you get some trials that will send you on a roller coaster, like this one. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I know I've been try to avoid being honest, and I need to go with the way I feel. Okay, with my intuition, my gut feeling. Okay, when I do these cards on the juror. Okay, and I'm not trying to insult anybody. Entertainment purposes only. Uh, Use your own decision. But I kind of get the feeling that this jury ain't too bright. Okay, I said it. They got guidelines to go to go by to help them out and stuff like that. But and I'm not saying all of them, but I'm just getting the feeling that some of these folks, okay, ain't wrapped too tight. I'm sorry, and that's just the way I feel. And I just got to be honest, okay? Every time I do that in cards, okay? So let's do something else. Okay, with my little twin flames. Okay. I was doing a reading on Diddy's children. Okay. Now, Diddy, him personally, he has those 3 children by Kim Porter. Okay. And I was doing a reading on those children. I was doing it on all of them, actually, okay? And then I narrowed it down to the 3, okay? And I'm going to see what I get, because the feeling I got from the girls, okay, even the girls, the twins, and the other girl, her name is Chance, okay? They were all born about within months of each other, okay? But, so they're pretty much the same age. And they're always together, and that girl Chance, if you notice, every time I see them coming and going to court, she's in between them, okay, like a mediator, okay, not that they're fighting, but she's just in between the two, okay, usually. But as far as my reading I got, and we're going to do this right now too, okay, on all his kids, but on the boys, I seem to get a lot of immaturity on the boys. Immaturity, childish, okay, depressed. They're depressed. I get depressed. They got issues. Okay. Now from the girls, I got independence, self-sufficiency. Okay. They basically, what do they say? You're strong black woman. Okay. I get that from the girls. That's what from the cards. Okay. So let's look at the Diddy boys. What's up with the Diddy boys? Okay. Give us the vibe with his 3 sons, Christian, Justin, and Quincy. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I also wanted to tell you that I got an intuition of the 3 children, the twins and their brother, Christian, okay, that are by Diddy and Kim, that they may have a feeling, I got a feeling of not superiority, okay, or better than you, but I got a feeling like, we're the legitimate children, okay? Both are parents. We have the same parents. The rest of them are adopted, okay? And then we got Chance, who has another baby mama. But I get the feeling that, there's nothing wrong with feeling that way, okay? Seems logical to me, okay, in the situation that they're in. But I do get a feeling that sometimes they feel maybe a little superior, okay, to the other kids because they are the actual kids of Diddy, whereas the two oldest boys are not his kids at all. Okay, adopted or not, they're not his kids in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so give us the vibe, the situation, the dynamics, okay, on these the Combs children. Okay, now underneath it all, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, which is pretty much right about right. We're on the right track. Heartbreak. Okay, heartbreak. Okay, this is the three boys. Heartbreak. I gotta remind myself. Okay, like I'm reminding you. I gotta remind myself. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, holding on. Okay, holding on to materialistic stuff. Okay, money, whatever. They're holding on. Okay, I also have the Page of Swords. Okay, so these kids are chatty, gossipy. Okay, so in other words, they all up in the business. Okay, they in the grown folks' business. Then I have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, which is the inheritance card. They are definitely in line, or they have their eye on the prize, on the inheritance. Okay. We have the Tower. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. Ooh. And we have Judgment. Ooh. Okay. These boys are feeling a bunch of negative feelings. Okay, they got sleepless nights. Okay, they don't know what's going on with their father. They don't know what their future is going to hold. Okay, and it's crumbling down with this tower. Okay, it seems to be falling apart. It may not be, but this is how they're feeling. This is what's going on with the boys. Okay, they got that judgment. Okay, and not just a judgment, okay, but this right here is awakening, reckoning, reflections, and return. With this card right here, it's like with the trial, okay, in the course of the trial that's going on, okay, they have been awakened to feelings, reflections, okay, of the past. Things that were going on that they weren't quite too sure about, or maybe an incident that they didn't really, something was odd. You know that feeling, something's odd. You don't know what it is. You just keep going on about your business. Now they went to court, and whatever they saw in court or whatever on the tapes, it brought it back to mind. Okay. Now, what also just came to me is that in their mind, because they have been at the trial, okay, the majority of the time, and I get the feeling that they feel that their dad is guilty. Now, that ain't got nothing about if he'll be charged or not. That has to do with these three cards right here. These three cards are saying all kind of stuff. Okay, these three cards right here, the Tower, the Nine of Swords, okay, and the Judgment card. These cards are just telling me that they got sleepless nights because of it. It's a lot going on with these boys. And what also comes to mind is that the boys were not raised like the daughters, Okay, the daughters were pretty much doing their own girly thing, while the boys were being groomed, allegedly. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so we have impulsive, immature, hot-tempered. Yeah, that's children for you. Okay, we have determination. Okay, and we have creativity, passionate. We have these, and that's I'm going this way right now. Okay, and there's going to be some action taken. Some action is coming through. Okay, and when it's all said and done, I don't know if all the boys, okay, but somebody out of the three, at least one of them out of the three, is really ready to move on from the situation. He's got things to do, okay? He's got things to do, okay? I think too with the boys have been making plans. They've been doing things, little things outside of Diddy, okay? Because they don't have to be kept. They don't have to be told no, okay? And what I mean by that is they don't have to be keep getting put off by their dad, okay, because he don't want them to do nothing pretty much, okay, or really have anything, because he's such a narcissist and such a psychopath, okay, it's all for him and F everybody else, okay. See, these type of people are void for feelings. They act like they have feelings, but they don't, okay. King of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so with these boys, okay, I just said it. Matter of fact, okay, they are looking forward. At least one of them, they're looking forward to the future. Okay, they got plans, they got ideas. Okay, that they are ready to put into action. Okay, they definitely okay, and now maybe that they were putting into action already, but now they got this verdict, this jury situation here, okay? And that is in their mind, and from what they dealt with, their relationship with their dad, the dynamics, okay, behind all this, okay, is if he gets out, then I'm gonna be stalled. You know what I'm saying? If he's in there, I'm free to do as I please. Okay. I'm free to do as I please. Now, these boys are in their 30s. Well, the first two. Okay. I think Christian he's still in his 20s. Okay. And I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. I lost the connection. Okay, girl. Like I didn't pay my bill. I lost my intuitive connection just that quick. Okay, so let me glance down this way because I've been reading this way. Okay, and I'm going to glance down this way and see if I get any more hits. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, okay, the Knight of Wands, okay, and the Ace of Cups. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, judgment. Okay, so no, I'm not getting anything new is not coming in. It's just reinforcing what I just said. Okay. Uh there's of course, like I said, the three boys. Um Somebody is thinking about movement on. It could be one, it could be two, could be all three of them. Okay. They are looking to move on. They really are. Okay. But there's a lot of disappointment going on, okay, that they've experienced. So because they've experienced, as a matter of fact, okay, we got the three of cord, the three of heart. I mean swords. Okay, broken hearts, disappointments. Okay, betrayal. Betrayal. That's the key word here. Somebody, if not all, okay, there's a sense of betrayal because they have went through this trial, okay, and found out what they did find out. They There's a sense of betrayal, okay. That's allegedly, but who gonna doubt me? Who is gonna doubt me? I'm pretty sure that they're feeling a sense of betrayal. Okay, but they have been taught that when they're out in public, okay, because that's what the celebrities teach the kids anyway. When they're out in public, don't show any type of emotion. You see how they walk in and out that courtroom, okay, like they got a straight face. Okay, so that's what I get from the boys. Now I didn't get that immaturity that I was getting, okay, but they got some emotional baggage. Okay, let's see what comes out with the girls. Okay, so we got the three boys. What is up with Sean Combs' three daughters? His oldest three daughters, Delilah, Jessie, and Chance. What's their vibe? How are they getting through? Okay. We have an underlying card. Woo! Six of Wands. Feeling triumphant, huh? Okay. Feeling independent. They're feeling positive, okay, in regards of themselves. I don't know about their daddy. Okay. Let's go. Let's move on. We have Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Inheritance. Seven of Wands. Okay. Defending themselves. Okay. They're being defensive. Okay. They're going to win at all costs. We have the World. Okay. So something's coming to a completion. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So, Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you, letting go of things, letting go of the past, leaving it behind. Mm-hmm. What this is telling me, the vibe I'm getting here is with the Ten of Pentacles, the same thing came up with the boys, is an inheritance, okay? The inheritance. But in the process, we also have loss with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so My intuition is you're going to get something, but you're not going to get as much as you would have gotten. I don't know why, what the circumstances. That's just what I'm getting. I just put it out there. Okay. And when it's all said and done, they're going to walk away from this mess. Okay. It's done. It's a completion. Completed. Okay. And these girls, also with the Four of Cups, have a feeling of discontent. They're bored. Okay. They they're usually out doing other things. Okay, and they would rather be out doing those other things. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. Okay, the Five of Cups, loss and grief, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, passionate, determined. Okay, attractive, confident. Okay, they're feeling self-assured. Okay, but in next to the Five of Cups with loss and grief and disappointment, and the Eight of Swords trapped and restricted, they may be second guessing. Okay, they may not be feeling as confident and self-assured as they would normally feel. Okay, hence, okay, the the hurry to move forward. Okay, because this is not something they're used to. Okay, this is not something they are used to or they care about. This is something the boys care about. We have the Three of Swords. We got the Three of Swords with the boys. Heartbreak. Okay. We got the Two of Swords. Stalemate. Stop. And then we have the King of Wands. Leadership visions, bold and daring. Okay. Big ego and optimism. So like I said, the girls seem to be more self-assured. They seem to be more independent than the boys. Okay. And this right here, the World card, I keep thinking, I remember when we used to play shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. Okay. And the part, my whole world has been rearranged. My life is not the same. My whole world has been rearranged. And there may be some topsy-turvy, okay, in their world. And I'm getting it up, down, all around, and everything, okay, in this reading right here. Interesting, interesting, okay. That was an interesting read. Okay. We're going to go in real quick with my other deck. But I like how this was a good flow. Interesting, interesting. Okay, that is the Twin Flames, people. Now, I want to see, now this comes with a book, like I said, okay, some of them come with a book. And in the books that I've been looking at, since I know better now, okay, in the back of these books, ooh, these got pictures, okay, ooh, isn't that cute? But they have a spread. See that spread on how you can lay your cards, okay, and it tells you what each placement stands for. And this one right here is doing the Celtic cross. And I see a lot of people do that on YouTube, okay? And so I'm going to have to learn the Celtic cross. But in the meantime and in between time, these cards are freaking slippery. Ooh. And we want to know from these cards, if they can tell us, I'm going to let you see how slippery these cards are. What is going on with this jury in the P. Diddy trial? Okay. And then, too, is like, the thing about it is, I like the cards, okay? They're nice, they're pretty, but they mess up my vibe when I have to constantly keep them in order from sliding. And I have a technique here that I face them like this, and then I have this tray, okay, so that they can't fly away. They can't fly this way, they can't fly that way, okay? So that's a and I'll show you, hold on, okay. So, what's the vibe with this jewelry? Can you tell us what's the vibe? What's going on? Okay, oh, this card flew out. Now, the cards right here, whether they're reversed or upright, okay, they tell you, and it's easy to read. Just keep on going. You don't have to turn the card around to read it, okay? And this right here that popped out was the Knight of Wands, okay? And the Knight of Wands is being hasty, although he's adventurous, energetic, charmed, warm, exciting, okay, and fearless. That's a card that jumped out. But I'm going to stick that card right back in here. Ooh. Slipping and sliding. Okay. So, underneath it all, we have justice in reverse. Ooh. Justice in reverse is an injustice, karmic retribution, dishonesty, corruption. Okay. Keyword, corruption. Lack of accountability, dishonesty, unfairness, karmic avoidance. We have is this the moon? The moon. Okay. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Star card. Okay. And this is telling me that intuition, illusion, dreams, vagueness, instability, deception, okay? And I'm saying deception points up with the corruption, okay? Going for the justice card in reverse. Now, this is regarding the jewelry, okay? Then we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. We have children, childhood memories, past influences, okay? Homesickness. Folks want to go home. They're really tired of this mess. And you're not getting paid either. Oh, okay. Then we have the Star card, okay? So there's some inspiration, some contentment, and some serenity and healing in knowing that they will be going home soon. That's my 2 cents. Allegedly. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so things are coming to fruition. Okay, so their hard work is paying off. New beginnings, good news, physically starting something. Okay, new initiative, finding new passion. Then we have the Sword, Three of Swords. Okay, in reverse. is releasing pain, overcoming depression, optimistic, and forgiveness. Okay, so that tells me, as far as this is on the jury, is that after this situation with this juror that had everybody in an uproar, so to speak, that they actually may be feeling better and more a sense of relief, that they can get back, they can regroup, okay, and get this done and over with. We have the Two of Swords. Ooh. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Two of Wands is a stalemate. It's a truce, sitting on the fence. It's a maybe card. Okay, right next to the Eight of Wands, okay, which is a yes card, but it's in reverse. So maybe that's another maybe. Okay, and then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Improvement in finances, luck, end of hardship, possible positive change. Ooh, mm, 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 mm. Child, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so now that they are got rid of that juror, okay, they feel like they can get back to business. Okay, and they got decisions to make, and some of these jurors, I don't know, maybe one of them, I wonder, is there some bribery going on here? I wonder, let me get three more cards. Okay, Queen of Wands, the World, and we have the Hangman in reverse. Okay, and the Queen of Wands is passionate. Okay, but at the same time, hot-tempered. Okay, the World card is success, achievement, well, okay, accomplishment. But the Hangman in reverse lets me know that there's still some discontentment, okay, and stagnation and negativity going on. I'm going to shuffle again. Tell me more, and see what we come out with. Tell me more about this money and betrayal and all this stuff going on with this jewelry. Okay? Can you enlighten us? Ooh, see how simple. Oh! Didn't I tell you these cards are really, they're slippery. Really slippery. Okay, let me get a handful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. There we go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I need 18 more people, at least 18 more people, in order to go live, where I can actually pull some cards for you, okay? Take your questions, respond, okay? We can converse. We can converse. I like the cards. They're nice. I like. I'm a. See what's going on. Tell us more. Give us more insight on this jury and the results from the first pull. Let me adjust this lighting, because when I adjust the lighting, okay, let me did I cut the cards? Oh, I think I did. I hate when I do that. Okay, so underneath it all, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so escaping ruin, pulling yourself together, learning from the past hardships. Okay, that's the underlying card. I want to adjust this lighting. There we go. Okay, so I can read the cards now. I noticed that it makes a big difference. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so what they're telling us is there's heartbreak, betrayal, okay, amongst this group of people, and that they're overcritical, pessimistic, they lack empathy, they're rude, they're malicious. Okay, not to mention, okay, with the Chariot in reverse, the forcefulness, lack of direction, lack of self-control, powerlessness, aggression, and coercion. that's that's the jury, and you see, I changed my lighting. You see how quick I was able to read that. Okay, and then we have the Empress. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, and this right here. Oh my eye. Is telling us that okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Okay, it says pregnancy, but there's some feminine energy. Okay, there's some feminine energy still in this group. Now, I'm understanding that the jury consists mostly of men. Okay, so we do have some nurturing going on in the group. Okay, with that said, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. So we have maturity and security. We have some faithfulness, okay, as well. Now, I'm all over the place because, like I said, we're talking about a group of people, okay? So we got all kind of vibes going on here, okay? We got some scandalous vibes, okay? We have some cool vibes, and I want to see what the rules are, okay, what I go by, and gonna go by the rules. And then we got some folks in here that, okay, just get this over with and go home, okay, even though I want to try to, okay, like I said, okay, that this group of people, not all of them, but some of them don't really seem too bright, okay, but we do have success and we have victory. Okay, so there is some triumph in the group that they could come to a decision. Then we have the world upside down. So something is not being completed. Something's not completed. I just said, okay, we're going to have some victory and success, okay, but it ain't ended yet. And we have the King of Swords, okay, the King of Swords. So We got somebody in there, okay, and I believe it's a male. And we have the King of Cups. There's another male. Okay. So it seems like we have a hot-headed male and we have a calm male. Okay. That's what it seems like. We got the devil in reverse. Temperance. And we have the emperor. Okay. Imbalance. Lack of perspective. Now, this card right here, okay, it kind of goes in with these first cards, matter of fact, that came in reverse. And the negativity on the first cards, okay, and yeah. So we have some discord going on. We got some devil in the details. Like I said, okay, I wonder if somebody getting bribed here. Okay. Some people are giving let me tell you right now. This is my allegedly my 2 cents, okay, on these jurors. I'd like to see who they are. Okay, because this is giving me that some of the juror, well, you're going to get a mixed response anyway, but well, you know what? It just said to me, I'm like, I'm like, you big dummy. These jurors here, the vibe that I get is not all of them, but most of them, okay, they just ignorant, okay, just I don't know. I'm sorry, but that's my intuition, okay, for your entertainment. That's my intuition that these people ain't playing with a full deck. Some of these people on the jury, okay, and there seems to be a clash of personalities going on here, okay, within the jury. But nevertheless, somebody that's level-headed, the level-headed people, okay, are going to help the others get in line, okay. I don't know how they gonna do that. Verbally, saying something. Okay, look, okay, you want to go home, I want to go home, okay, and we not gonna go home with you acting like this and doing this, okay. We got to come to a decision, and the guidelines are right here. It's not rocket science, okay. The guidelines are right here on what we're gonna go, what we base our judgment on, okay. So that's all you have to. That's all we have to do, and we're out of here. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to sub to my channel. Subscribe. Don't forget to leave any comments or questions you have down below. But most of all, stay blessed. Woo, ciao. Ah.